Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today is Thursday, September 23rd, 2010. Hope y'all are doing great, and I'm just going to jump right into the update. I have opened my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart for the cable, and of course the first thing we want to do is take a look at our overall trend. So to do that, we are going to go to our 4-hour chart, and I'm going to move this back to before midnight so you can see what it looked like. So that's what my chart looks like before I start trading, and you can see our most recent trend change candle was for an uptrend, and since then we haven't had any new trend change candles. Therefore our trend was up at the start of our day when we were only looking for long trades. Now if I move through today's action, you can see no new trend change candles formed during our session. Therefore the trend remained up the entire day and we only looked for long trades. Okay, so again, the second day in a row of only looking for long trades. And could this be the possibility of a new trend? We'll have to wait and see. But now I'm on my 15-minute chart, and this is where I take my entries. But I'm going to move this back to before midnight, and this is what my chart looked like before I started trading. But before I start trading, I do want to take a look at my news events for the day. And so we just want to go to babypips.com, click on this Tools tab. It's going to automatically bring up the news events for the day, and today is the 23rd of September. And we're only looking for news that affects either the UK or the US. So under this currency column, anything that says GBP or USD, that's what we're going to pay attention to. And we only want to take a look at news that may have a potential impact on the market. So under impact, we want to make sure it has at least 2 or 3 dots. Anything with 1 dot, we're not really going to regard because it's not regarded as that important. So here we go. If I go down, we'll see at 4:30. And we had a bunch of euro reports, but if we go down at 4:30 for the GBP, we did have the mortgage approvals. Only 1 dot of impact there, so we're not going to regard that. So I'm just going to skip down at 8. For the US, we had someone speaking, basically, and it was only 1 dot of impact, so not going to pay attention to that. At 8:30, though, the US had initial claims. That had 2 dots of impact, so this is something to jot down, and so I'm just going to write that down in Notepad. If I go down 9 a.m., we have another speaker. Again, not that important, so I'm not going to worry about it. At 10, though, we did have existing home sales, which is always an important news report. So and it has 2 dots of impact there, so I'm just going to jot that down as well. We also had leading indicators, not that important. Another speaker, not that important. So really, 8:30 and 10 o'clock were the only news times to watch out for. So I'm just jotting that down in my Notepad. And you can do the same thing or set some kind of alarm just to let you know when those times are coming out, because we don't want to be in the market during those times. Alright, so that's really all we're looking for in the case of the Cowabunga system. Alright, so simple enough. We have our news events handy. We know we're only looking for long trades. Now we're ready to begin our day. So I'm going to move my chart forward 1 candle at a time and give my thought process along the way. And again, the goal here is to get you to start thinking the way that I think when it comes to trading the system. That way you know you're trading it correctly. And so what you should hopefully be seeing is that the more and more you're watching these videos, the more and more you're practicing on your own, the less discrepancies you see between my trades and your trades. And once that happens, then you know you're on the right track. Alright, so we're looking for long trades, so I want to see a crossover to the upside, and here I see one at 145. RSI is above 50, stochastics are trending up. MACD is negative and gaining value. This is a valid entry. It closes at 2. Our news event is until 8:30, so we have plenty of time to trade. So we're going to go ahead and enter at the close of the candle, or as close to it as possible. This case is at 56.59. Stop will be at the most recent swing low at 56.45. And our target will be at the next 0.50 level at 5,700. So we do have quite a few potential profit there. So we're just going to move forward and see what happens. And unfortunately, after the initial move up, we did get stopped out at our stop at 56.45. Again, it's another loss, but you just got to mark that down in the books and continue to move forward. Here we get a crossover soon after that. RSI is above 50, stochastics trending up. MACD was negative and gaining value, so this is another valid entry. Closes at 4:15. Our next news event is until 8:30. Actually, that's our first news event for the day, so we have plenty of time still to trade. So we're going to enter at the close of the candle at 56.64. Stop will be at the most recent swing high, 56.33. And our target will be at the near 0.50 level at 5,700. And again, we're just going to watch and see what happens. And unfortunately, again, we do get stopped out at 56.33, and at this point, taking 2 losses in a row in the same day pretty quickly can be kind of demoralizing. But again, you're going to have to jump over that hump and continue to stay focused and move forward and look for more trades. So here we get another crossover to the upside. Now this is at 5:30, RSI is above 50, stochastics trending up. MACD was negative and turned to positive, so this is another valid entry. Again, it closes at 5:45. News event is until 8:30, so we still have plenty of time to trade. So we're going to go ahead and enter at the close of the candle at 56.73. Our stop will be at the most recent swing low, 56.10. Our target will again be at 5700. And this time we do get our target hit, so at 5700. So it didn't make a clean break, so you just want to exit as close as you can to that target. I got it at 56.95. And hopefully you got out at the same time because it was not a clean break. And so we're just continuing to watch the market, looking for more trades. And here we get a crossover. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that this is at 8:30 a.m., which is a news candle. So automatically, you shouldn't even be looking to see if this is an entry. But just for fun, if you look at the indicators, RSI is above 50. Stochastics have crossed up, so that's okay. And MACD was negative and gaining value. So this would be a valid entry. However, because it's a news candle, we do not enter. So no entry there for me. And that pretty much rounded out the day. So 3 trades, 2 losses, 1 winner. Still ended up negative for the day. And again, it's just not, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't, it's never fun to take a string of losses. But again, the only kind of, I guess, confidence I can give you guys is that you just have to trust in the fact that over the long run, and I mean long run is you're doing this for, indefinitely, and you're not looking to just, trade for 5 months or whatever. But hopefully if you're in this for the long run, then you'll see the rewards for staying disciplined to the system. So just that's really the only kind of confidence booster I can give you. And times like these do happen, so it's nothing new. And I guess that's kind of why it doesn't affect me as much, because it's not like I haven't seen these times before. We'll see them again. But again, the name of the game at this point is to just save as many pips as you can, minimize those losses, and when the trends come, maximize those gains, and you'll be profitable overall. So that's it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I will try my best to answer them in the blog. But I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.